What's going on? My name is Dylan Rich, the SDR Whisperer. What we're about to go through in this video is the exact step-by-step process and framework that we've used, all of our clients have used to successfully train, ramp, and onboard a new sales hire. We've done this for 450 reps across multiple companies. No BS, no fluff. Let's get into it. All right, guys. So this is the step-by-step process that we use, all of our clients use to onboard and train a BDR, SDR appointment setter. So for anyone that doesn't know what a BDR or an SDR is, it's essentially a fancy name for an appointment setter, right? People who are doing outbound activity or inbound activity to call, email, text, LinkedIn message, DM, talk to prospects, get them interested in your product, your offer, book them on the calendar, and make sure that they show up and are qualified. So why you should listen to me. So some testimonials and some actual hard facts. So the top box right here, this is a screenshot of a KPI and tracking document that we send to all of our clients, essentially looking at the metrics that matter. So this rep made 966 dials that month. Of those, 17% connected, meaning they picked up the phone. Of those 165, this rep was able to convert those phone pickups into conversations where she, in the situation, had the opportunity to pitch the product and the service. That's a 79%. Super great. From those 130, this is the crazy stat here, she booked 111 meetings onto the calendar. Every 9 dials she made, she booked an appointment. So that is a direct correlation on how she was trained and how she was onboarded. Now, going to JP, 2 best business decisions he's made this entire year. One of them was hiring one of our reps. We got Jacob here, right? Best investment we've made in our business, not the year, in its entirety, right? So we placed an SDR doing cold outbound. They booked 7 qualified calls, creating 150K in pipeline. He was astonished at how fast that person was able to be to a point where they were creating results because of this process. Jackson booked a highly qualified call on his first day working with him. Again, JP, 3 appointments booked. Brady onboarded a new SDR from us, right? Created speed to lead in his funnel. So if you're watching this video, and you're like, why should I do this? Yeah, those results are cool, but the significance of onboarding your appointment setter or your SDR is understanding that no employee, sales, marketing, operations, fulfillment, VAs, are going to hit high performance targets in the first couple of days, right? Obviously, you've seen our guys do it very fast, but that's not the expectation, right? It does take a little bit of time to get your feet wet, dig into it, mess up a couple of times, take the training wheels off, and be able to go. This process here is going to decrease significantly the time from hire to the time of result. That's the goal, right? You don't want them sitting there for 3 months not doing anything. It's going to do 2 things. 1, it's going to be bad for business, right? Because it's a strain on resources and money. 2, the rep is going to be like, I don't know if this is a good opportunity. I'm not making money. I'm not getting commissions. I'm not getting results. So this is going to be beneficial for both parties, right? So a structured approach works best in all areas of your business. Is if you have SOPs, standard operating procedures, step-by-steps. The more structured, the more mapped out something is, the easier it is for someone to follow it and be successful doing the actual thing because it's structured. So the biggest thing, and a lot of people don't know this, is the time in which you hire the rep. What their start date is does actually matter, right? If you're a business owner, you probably wear a bunch of hats, you have really busy days. Make sure you clear a majority of your calendar for this person. Don't hire them on a Monday when you're back to back with Zoom calls, internal meetings, follow-ups, whatever that might be. Start them on a Tuesday, right? Ease them into it. Make sure you have an actual intentional schedule around that, which I'm about to show you right here. Hey guys, real quick, if you want someone to handle this for you and actually train and place a commission-only appointment setter inside of your business, just hit that link in the description, book a call, we'll get you sorted out. All right, back to the video. So this is one of the assets we give all of our clients, but I'm going to show you it right here. Feel free to rip this, copy it, do what you do. That's the whole point of this video, right? So what you're going to want to do is have an onboarding meeting, right? Have them set up in the system, right? Make sure they have a company email, they have logins to all the softwares, they're in Slack or whatever you guys are using. Do all of that before they start. So you're, again, decreasing the time to results. Now, you're going to want to create a one-pager. So a one-pager is going to be like a Google Doc doc. It's going to have all your hyperlinks to your script, your calendar link, any important documents that they need at a moment's notice. This is just going to create a single source of truth that they can go to, have everything that they need to be successful, instead of them mid-call, like going into their tabs or Slack and finding a link and like being anxious and messing up. Just make it easy for them. Create a one-page document that they can use forever. As well, once you make it once, it's done, right? The next rep you hire, boom, here's your one-pager. It's already done. Now, the next thing from there is you're going to want to make sure that they have actual assets to be able to listen to, whether that's your sales deck, that's your company website, testimonials, case studies, Zoom call recordings, cold call recordings, everything that they can listen to and digest. You want to send to them day one. From there, do a company overview. Culture is massive in sales. The more a salesperson believes in what you do and how you do it and the way that you affect and are successful working with clients, the more bought in they're going to have, more conviction in their selling, and the better they're going to be excited to work for your actual business, right? If you guys are doing good, they feel good selling it. Now, after that, you want to have a role play. So role playing is massive in the first 1 to 2 weeks. Essentially what a role play is, if you don't know, it's a mock call situation. So the rep would pretend to be doing their job. You would pretend to be a prospect on the other end of the phone. Don't be a hard ass on them. Don't give them all the crazy objections day one, but also don't take it too light on them. You want to make it a real life situation, right? Like get into character, right? It's also going to create a good environment. They're like, okay, this person's taking time out of their day. They're taking an hour to do role plays. It's like a training ground situation. Now, after that, they're on their own. They're practicing the pitch. After that, once they practice it, now you're going to do another role play. See how well they've improved from the last one. And then very important is an end of day meeting, right? Could be 15 minutes, 20 minutes, super quick. Just check in with them. Are they overwhelmed? What questions do they have? What do they like? What do they not like? What do they want? What do they need? Have an end of day, right? So you start the day and end the day with a check-in. Now day 2, same thing, right? Kickoff meeting, another role play, getting more into like software, right? How to actually do your job. This is the CRM, this is pipeline, this is what you have to do. After that, right? Show them how to enter their numbers, how they can track their activities so you can actually understand what they're doing. And then I'd probably, have them make a couple of dials, right? Throw them into the fire. That's the best way for someone to learn, right? You can't baby them for months on end. They actually have to start getting their hands dirty. Also, let them know that it's okay to mess up. Have them call old leads, old pipeline, things they can mess up on, things that you're not going to call anyway, right? And then again, end of day. As you can see here, the counter gets lighter and lighter as you move and progress through the onboarding. So as you can see there, I'm not going to read everything out. You can kind of understand having a structured, regimented onboarding calendar that you share with them so they know what to expect and what is going to be asked of them to be done is going to, in week 2, week 3, week 4, it is going to be drastically important and beneficial for the speed in which they get onboarded. Awesome. So here's just a quick couple blurbs of what I just went over in that onboarding calendar. But essentially, you're going to want to set expectations with them, right? You're going to want to have ongoing support from yourself as well as other key team members, right? Have them shadow a more experienced rep. Have productive engagement, role plays, company training. This aids in retention of that rep. They're going to feel more excited about the opportunity, jumping in with your company and going all in for you. And then understand what it is that you actually want them to do. Don't just focus on dials, right? Yes, outbound activity or inbound activity is important, but it's not the end all be all. At the end of the day, what the company needs is more qualified meetings on the calendar. So align the way that they're compensated and evaluated with what the company actually wants. If you're just like, you need to make 100 dials a day, they're going to be focused on the wrong thing. Just activity for activity's sake. But if the KPI is 1 meeting per day in the first month or 2 months, whatever that looks like, then they're aligned to the outcome, which is more aligned with the business. And if you start that off at the beginning, it's not going to feel weird when you change it up. Like, all right, 100 dials every day for month 1. Oh, month 2, it's 2 meetings per day. Like, oh, wait, what the hell's going on here? So making sure that you understand and tell them what are the important things for you to do. So in summary, right, when you're onboarding a rep, do it on a Tuesday. Make sure you have a clear structure. You're going to be managing their expectations, providing continuous support, fostering practical engagement with your team, and then balancing key performance metrics and KPIs. So by following these exact steps, you can ensure that your SDR is set up for success. The initial time investment is going to be worth it massively from an ROI perspective in the long haul. So watch the video, digest the video, implement the video. Now, again, if you just want someone to give you somebody who's already trained out of the box with less time and resources for onboarding and ramping, hit that link in the description and we'll get you sorted out.